What's up, guys? Welcome back to MOV+. Hope you've had an awesome day. Looking at that warm-up, we're gonna go 1 minute of cardio of your choice. Now, we're gonna go with a plate ground overhead. Important note with this one, if you're gonna do the same as us, guys, go light. We do want this to be cardio-based, so don't pick anything excessively heavy. Once you finish that minute on that one, we're gonna go into the next 4 minutes where the format is gonna be 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off jumping jacks, and then alternating rounds with 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off on up downs. And they'll just go back and forth 4 sets of each, and that'll make up the remaining 4 minutes there. Good to go? Yeah. All right, starting in 10, so 1 minute of cardio of your choice. You guys can pick whatever you want here. Be creative if you want to, or you can follow along with us, do the same plate ground overhead, and go for it. So I really like this one as a warm-up, guys. I mentioned before, it's very important to go light with it. You don't want to go with a crazy big heavy plate or anything like that, or a heavy barbell. This is gonna be a nice one because it's gonna get legs, it's gonna get trunk, it's gonna get arms, it's gonna get a grip, all those things in the one shot. And it's gonna get us to get those hips nice and open as well. So this is a nice one just to kind of start off slow, go light, allow that body to get in that nice, fully pressed out position. So everything's nice and up and open. And we'll work through this for the first 60 seconds, and then we move to that 4 minute block where it's alternating 20-second blocks of jumping jacks and up downs. So 20 more seconds. So you see with this, Em is bringing her head through at the top there, so very important with any kind of overhead movement that we establish a good lockout. We're not leaving that head back behind. All right, 3, 2, 1, and go for it. So we're on jumping jacks for 20 seconds, then we'll take a 10-second rest, and then it's up downs for 20 seconds, followed by another 10-second rest. So just got the feet going from a close position, so almost touching in the middle, to outside of shoulder width on the jump. Hands go from thighs to overhead. And resting, so 10 seconds here, we're gonna move to up downs. So this is going down to a push-up position and then standing back up again. 3, 2, 1, and go for it. So looking for full body extension in both positions here. So at the top, shoulders are stacked on top of hips, on top of knees, on top of feet. And in the bottom there, we should be able to see the same kind of straight line body position. So it's a full push-up position at the bottom there. And resting, so another 10-second rest. And we'll go through 3 more cycles of this to make up the remaining 3 minutes of the warm-up. 3, 2, 1, and go for it. So an interesting thing to do with this one, guys, with the jumping jacks is to listen to your feet on the ground. That should be fairly quiet. If they're loud and clunky, that generally means your heels are kind of hitting the ground. We're being a bit sort of slow and clunky on those feet. So try to be nice and light and bouncy. And resting. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and going to up downs. Now, if you happen to struggle with this particular movement from a mobility point of view, guys, feel free to elevate the front end. What we could do is put a box, or if you've got a edge of your couch or something underneath the hands there, you can actually go an elevated front end, do the exact same movement. It's just going to be that little bit easier. And resting. So 2 more rounds. 3, 2, 1, and go for it. So this one's a nice, fast cadence. You want to get that heart rate elevated, get those lungs opened up. It's just nice to get that sort of lateral movement going on as well. A lot of the movements we do will be in that kind of sagittal plane where we're moving sort of forwards, backwards, up, down. It's nice to get, and resting, nice to get a little bit of sideways movements as well. 3, 2, 1, and go for it. So if you have trouble with hitting the same position at the bottom each time, guys, use a marker. Just set a couple of couch cushions on the ground either side. That will give you a spot to kind of jump your feet back to, and that way you know you're hitting that nice long position at the end each time. And resting, so 1 more minute to go through this one. 3, 2, 1, and go for it. So by now, hopefully the body's nice and warmed up. You may have sort of increased intensity as you've gone along as well, as the body feels like it's getting ready for the harder stuff. And resting. Last sort of up downs to finish it off. 3, 2, 1, and go for it. So this movement is very similar to burpees, guys. So the difference being obviously we're trying to hit the brakes when the feet hit the ground rather than kind of rolling through or sort of rolling down to that flat position. So important to hit the brakes hard with the arms, have nice active shoulders, and don't be tempted to kind of soften and fall through that. And resting. All right, guys, so that's the warm-up done.